Announcer bot is active. Potato is P1 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Josarian from Croatia in Renault is P1. Michael Strasik from Czech Republic is first driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Potato is P2. Michael Strasik is P1. Potato in Renault is P2 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. "40 minutes remaining in the session." Michael Strasik in Elf is P2. Potato in Bank Sabade is first. Yas Aryan is second. Michael Strasik is first. Potato is third. Michael Strasik is P1. Yas Aryan is second. Potato in Europacar is third driving a GTR. Yas Aryan in Renault is third. Michael Strasik is first on softs. Best lap is a 151.668. "35 minutes remaining in the session." Yas Aryan in Bank Sabade is P2. Baller from Poland is fourth driving a BMW Z4. Potato in Renault is P2. Best lap is a 1:49.415. Baller is fourth driving a Z4. Yossarian in Europacar is P1. Baller is fourth. Yossarian is P1. Best lap is a 1:48.676. Michael Strasik is P4. Best lap is a 1:51.407. Yossarian is P2. Baller is second. Best lap is a 1:48.291. "30 minutes remaining in the session." Faraz Sword from Saudi Arabia is P5 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Michael Strachan-Elf is 4th. Baller is 2nd. Farah's Sword in Repsol is P6. Potato in Repsol is P3. Michael Strachan-Elf is P4. Baller in Repsol is 1st driving a BMW Z4. Best lap is a 1:48.096. Yossarian is P2. Best lap is a 1:48.215. Farah's Sword from Saudi Arabia in La Kaiza is 7th. Best lap is a 1:51.852. Yossarian is 2nd. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Farah's Sword in Renault is 4th. Best lap is a 1:50.722. Michael Strasik in La Kaiza is P7 driving a Huracan GT3. Jos Arian in La Kaiza is second. Faraz Sort in Europacar is fifth. Jos Arian in Renault is second driving a Audi. Potato is fourth. Best lap is a 1:49.020. Wojtek Adamira in Seat is P6 driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Best lap is a 1:50.566. Potato in La Kaiza is fourth. Control Itzes Diogopt from Portugal is P5. Best lap is a 1:50.170. Jos Arian in Renault is second. Best lap is a 1:47.908. Potato is third. Best lap is a 1:48.435. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Control Itzes Diogopt in Repsol is fifth. Best lap is a 1:49.693. Faraz Sort is P4. Best lap is a 1:48.982. Potato in Repsol is P3. Wojtek Adamira in Renault is 6th driving a Huracan. Best lap is a 150.091. Ferris Sword in Bank Sabadell is P4. Potato is P3. Michael Strasik in Repsol is 7th. Best lap is a 150.239. Stefan Kroll from Germany in Repsol is 8th on softs driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Potato in Elf is P3 driving a GTR. Michael Strasik in Elf is P7. Potato in La Caiza is 3rd driving a GTR. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Michael Strasik in La Caiza is 7th. Wojtek Adamira in Repsol is 6th driving a Huracan GT3. Potato is P3. Andre Martins is 9th driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Control Itzes Diogoptin La Kaiza is P5. Michael Strasik in Kempsa is P7 on softs. Andre Martins is 8th. Michael Strasik in Elf is 7th. Stefan Kroll from Germany is P10 on softs driving a BMW Z4. No Czide in La Kaiza is 8th. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Andre Martins in Europacar is 8th. No Czide in Elf is P12. Stefan Kroll in Renault is P12 driving a Z4. Michael Strasik is 7th. Jos Arian is 2nd. Control Itzes Diogopt is P5. Stefan Kroll is P9 driving a Z4. Best lap is a 1:54.084. Potato is 3rd. Wojtek Adamira in New Holland is P6. No Seaside is 11th. Five minutes remaining in the session. Bazudo from Spain in Bank Sabadell is P9 driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Stefan Kroll is 10th. Andre Martins in Sayat is P8. Best lap is a 1:50.259. Potato in Repsol is P3 driving a GTR. Stefan Kroll in Repsol is 10th on softs. Baller in Europacar is P1. Jos Arian is P2. Baller in Sayat is P1. Best lap is a 1:47.133. Michael Strasik is P6. Best lap is a 1:49.079. Jos Arian in Repsol is P2. Faraz Sord in Renault is 5th. Jos Arian from Croatia in Europacar is P2. Michael Strasik in Repsol is P6. Flippa in Renault is P11 driving a BMW Z4. Michael Strasik is 6th. The qualification session is at Circuit de Barcelona in Montmeló, Spain. The wind speed is 8 km/h from the northeast. Bazuto from Spain is 4th, driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Baller from Poland in Repsol is P1 on softs, driving a BMW Z4. Flippa is 6th on mediums, driving a BMW Z4. NOC Zide from Spain is 7th, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Baller is P9. Baller is up 6.91 in Repsol. Baller is up 6.79 in Campsa. Baller is up 7.18 in Bank Sabadell. Potato in Europacar is P3 up 14.15 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Bazudo in New Holland is P5. NOC Zide in Europacar is 8th up 25.32. VR from Spain is 2nd up 0.33 driving a Ferrari 488 GT3. Ten minutes remaining in the session. VR is up 0.37 in La Caiza. VR improved is first with a 147.307. Bazudo from Spain in Bank Sabadell is 7th up 10.76. Yasarian from Croatia is 8th. Flippa is 12th up 14.21. Flippa is up 13.69 in La Caiza. Flippa is up 10.80 in Europacar. Wojtek Adamira in Europacar is P6 up 0.33 driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Wojtek Adamira improved is 6th with a 149.757. 2.450 off pole. Baller in Bank Sabade is P2 up 0.42. Baller is provisional pole with a 147.075. Flippa is 15th. NOC side is P14 up 6.92. Wojtek Adamira in La Kaiza is P6 up 0.13. Five minutes remaining in the session. Wojtek Adamira improved is 6th with a 149.262. 2.187 off pole. NOC side in Kampsa is 11th up 6.92. NOC side is up 6.92 in Europacar. Michael Strasik from Czech Republic is 8th up 0.21 driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Michael Strasik improved is P6 with a 148.916. 1.841 off pole. NOC side in Repsol is 13th up 2.55 driving a 911 GT3R. Stefan Kroll from Germany in Renault is P9 up 0.24 on softs driving a BMW Z4. Josarian from Croatia in Elf is 4th up 0.10. Stefan Kroll in Kampsa is P9 up 0.26. Best lap is a 151.677. 4.602 off pole. Stefan Kroll is up 0.24 in Europacar. Stefan Kroll improved is P9 with a 151.479. 4.404 off pole. Player in Renault is 14th up 2.30 driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. NOC Zide in Elf is 15th up 1.11 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Stefan Kroll in Sayat is P10 up 0.38. Best lap is a 151.479. 4.404 off pole. Stefan Kroll is up 0.65 in La Kaiza. Stefan Kroll improved is 10th with a 150.613. 3.538 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. NOC Zide is P12. Wojtek Adamira in Europacar is P9 up 1.08. Wojtek Adamira improved is P6 with a 148.247. 1.172 off pole. Player is 13th up 4.61. Player is up 5.26 in Europacar. Andre Martins is 4th driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. NOC Zide is P13. Best lap is a 155.050. 7.975 off pole. Andre Martins in Elf is 4th up 0.17 driving a AMG GT3. NOC Zide from Spain is 13th up 0.12. Andre Martins in Repsol is P4 up 0.20. The race session is at Circuit de Barcelona in Montmeló, Spain. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Baller is P1. VR from Spain is second, driving a Ferrari 488 GT3. Faraz Soord from Saudi Arabia is third, driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Andre Martins is P4 on softs, driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Josarian from Croatia is fifth. Wojtek Adamira is sixth, driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Potato is P7, driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Infogel 13 entering the pits is P19. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Andre Martins is first. Michael Strasik from Czech Republic is P7, driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Control Itzes Diogopt from Portugal and Renault is P8. Potato in Repsol is 9th. Faraz Soord is P3. Josarian is fourth. Josarian is now P2. Faraz Soord in Bank Sabadell is P3. VR entering the pits is 14th. Faraz Soord lost P3 to Wojtek Adamira. Andre Martins in Europacar is P5. Andre Martins passed Faraz Soord for P4. MSS is 10th. Mark Zuckerberg's source code exiting pits on softs. Flippa entering the pits is 16th. Andre Martins in Renault is P4 on softs, 0.2 behind Wojtek Adamira. MSS exiting pits. Mark Zuckerberg's source code entering the pits is 13th. Wojtek Adamira in Repsol is 4th, battling Andre Martins. Mark Zuckerberg's source code exiting pits. NOC Zide is 11th. Sumaka 017 exiting pits on mediums. NOC Zide lost 11th to MSS. Faraz Soord in Campsa on lap 2 is P5, 0.5 behind Wojtek Adamira. Wojtek Adamira in Europacar is P4, 0.5 behind Andre Martins. Potato in New Holland is P6, 0.3 behind Faraz Soord. Potato passed Faraz Soord for 5th. Faraz Soord in Elf is P6, 0.5 behind Potato. Control Itz's Diogopt is P7, 0.5 behind Ferris Sword. Bazudo from Spain in Renault is 10th driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3, 1.0 behind Michael Strasik. Control Itz's Diogopt is 7th, 0.4 behind Ferris Sword. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Ferris Sword in La Caiza is 6th, 0.5 behind Potato. Control Itz's Diogopt in Europacar is P7, 0.4 behind Ferris Sword. Stefan Kroll from Germany in New Holland is P8 on softs driving a BMW Z4, 0.2 behind Control Itz's Diogopt. Control Itz's Diogopt was 1.8 faster last lap. Control Itz's Diogopt in Elf on lap 4 is 7th, 0.5 behind Ferris Sword. Bazudo entering the pits is 11th. Ferris Sword in Sayat on lap 4 is 7th battling Control Itz's Diogopt. Control Itz's Diogopt in La Caiza is 6th, 0.7 ahead of Ferris Sword. Ferris Sword is 7th, 0.4 behind Control Itz's Diogopt. NOC Zaid from Spain on lap 4 is P10 driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. NOC Zaid entering the pits is P10. Wojtek Adamira is P4, 1.0 ahead of Potato. Ferris Sword in Repsol is P7, 0.8 behind Control Itz's Diogopt. Potato is 5th, 1.0 behind Wojtek Adamira. Mark Zuckerberg's source code entering the pits is 11th. Ferris Sword in La Caiza on lap 5 is 7th, 0.2 behind Control Itz's Diogopt. Sumaka 017 from Spain in Elf is 10th on mediums driving a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Mark Zuckerberg's source code exiting pits. Sumaka 017 entering the pits is P11. Ferris Sword is 7th. Best lap is a 1:49.530. 2.289 off the fastest lap. Sumaka 017 is P11 on softs. Sumaka 017 exiting pits on softs. Andre Martins and Sayat on lap 6 is P3, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Ferris Sword is 7th, 0.5 behind Control Itzes Diogopt. Andre Martins is P3, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. Potato in Bank Sabadell on lap 6 is 5th, 0.5 behind Vojtech Adamira. Andre Martins in New Holland on lap 6 is 3rd, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. Potato is 5th, 0.4 behind Vojtech Adamira. Potato was 0.7 faster last lap. Control Itzes Diogopt from Portugal in Elf is 7th, 0.5 behind Ferris Sword. Stefan Kroll in Elf is 9th, 4.3 behind Michael Strasik. Sumaka 017 entering the pits is 11th. Andre Martins is 3rd, 0.6 behind Jos Arian. Ferris Sword from Saudi Arabia in La Kaiza is 6th, 0.4 behind Potato. Andre Martins in New Holland is P3, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. Ferris Sword is 6th driving a 911 GT3R, 0.4 behind Potato. Mark Zuckerberg's source code entering the pits is 10th. Control Itzes Diogopt in Renault is P7, 0.5 behind Ferris Sword. Mark Zuckerberg's source code exiting pits. Andre Martins is 3rd. Ferris Sword in Campsa is P6, 0.7 behind Potato. Andre Martins is P3, 0.4 behind Yossarian. Potato in Europacar is P6, 0.3 ahead of Control Itzes Diogopt. Control Itzes Diogopt is P7, 0.5 behind Potato. Five minutes remaining in the session. Andre Martins is P3, 0.7 behind Yossarian. Potato and Sayat on lap 9 is P7 battling Control Itzes Diogopt. Potato passed Control Itzes Diogopt for 6th. Potato lost 6th to Control Itzes Diogopt. Andre Martins in New Holland on lap 9 is 3rd, 0.9 behind Yossarian. Potato entering the pits is 9th. Ferris Sordin Elf is P5 driving a 911 GT3R, 1.6 behind Vojtech Adamira. Andre Martins is P3, 0.8 behind Yossarian. Yossarian in Bank Sabadell is P2, 0.3 ahead of Andre Martins. Andre Martins in Europacar is 3rd on softs, 0.4 behind Yossarian. Mark Zuckerberg's source code from South Africa in La Kaiza is 10th on softs driving a McLaren 650. Andre Martins in Repsol is P3, 0.5 behind Yossarian. Mark Zuckerberg's source code in ELF is 9th. Andre Martins in La Caiza is 3rd, 0.4 behind Jos Arian. Mark Zuckerberg's source code from South Africa in Sayat is 9th. Andre Martins in ELF is 3rd driving a AMG GT3, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. Michael Strasik is 7th. Stefan Kroll lost 7th to Michael Strasik. Andre Martins is 3rd, 0.4 behind Jos Arian. Mark Zuckerberg's source code entering the pits is P9. The leader has just finished the race. Baller from Poland finished P1. Jos Arian finished P2. Andre Martins finished P3. Wojtek Adamira finished 4th. Faraz Sword finished 5th. Control Itzis Diogopt finished 6th. Michael Strasik finished P7. Stefan Kroll finished 1st. Mark Zuckerberg's source code is 9th. Mark Zuckerberg's source code is P9. Mark Zuckerberg's source code finished 9th. Nick Bennett is P13. The race session is at Circuit de Barcelona in Montmeló, Spain. The wind speed is 10 km/h from the northeast. Michael Strasik is P1. Faraz Soord from Saudi Arabia is P2 on mediums driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. Wojtek Adamira is P3 driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. Josarian from Croatia is 4th. Baller from Poland is P5 driving a BMW Z4. Potato is P6 driving a Nissan GT-R GT3. Nicolas Bennett from Guyana is P7 on softs driving a Porsche 911 GT3R. In Fogel 13 entering the pits is P18. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Michael Strasik is first. Potato entering the pits is 6th. Faraz Soord is P2. Josarian in Renault is 4th. Wojtek Adamira is 2nd. Faraz Soord is P3. Baller is P5. Baller passed Josarian for 4th. Josarian in Bank Sabadell is 5th. Faraz Soord in Europacar is 3rd. Josarian is P5, 0.1 behind Baller. Josarian passed Baller for 4th. Baller on lap 2 is 5th, 0.5 behind Josarian. Wojtek Adamira in Repsol on lap 2 is P2, 0.3 behind Michael Strasik. Josarian is P4, 0.4 ahead of Baller. Michael Strasik entering the pits is P6. Josarian is now P3. Baller on lap 2 is P4, 0.2 behind Josarian. Baller passed Josarian for P3. Baller lost P3 to Josarian. Faraz Soord is 2nd driving a Porsche 911 GT3R, 0.3 behind Wojtek Adamira. Baller in New Holland is 4th, 0.5 behind Josarian. Control at Zzdiogopt exiting pits. Faraz Soord in Elf is 2nd, 0.6 behind Wojtek Adamira. Baller is 4th, 0.3 behind Yossarian. Yossarian on lap 3 is 3rd, 0.4 ahead of Baller. Baller in Kempsa is P4, 0.2 behind Yossarian. Yossarian was 0.6 faster last lap. Baller is now P3. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Yossarian in Europacar is 2nd. Baller in Elf is P3 driving a Z4, 0.6 behind Yossarian. Classy Tricky Boy exiting pits on mediums. Yossarian in Sayat is P2, 0.5 behind Vojtech Adamira. Baller is 3rd, 0.3 behind Yossarian. Yossarian in La Kaiza is 3rd. Baller is 3rd. Baller passed Yossarian for 2nd. Yossarian in New Holland is P3, 0.4 behind Baller. Baller in Renault is P2, 0.9 behind Vojtech Adamira. Yossarian is 3rd, 1.4 behind Baller. Baller in La Kaiza is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:48.155. Point 278 off the fastest lap. Yossarian from Croatia in New Holland is P3, 1.0 behind Baller. Baller was 1.2 faster last lap. Baller is second, 0.3 behind Wojtek Adamira. Jos Arian is third. Best lap is a 1:47.877. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Baller is P2, 0.4 behind Wojtek Adamira. Wojtek Adamira is P2. Jos Arian is third, 0.5 behind Wojtek Adamira. Wojtek Adamira in ELF is P2, 0.6 ahead of Jos Arian. Jos Arian in Renault is P3, 0.5 behind Wojtek Adamira. Control Itzes Diogopt exiting pits. Wojtek Adamira is second, 0.4 ahead of Jos Arian. Baller from Poland is P2 battling Jos Arian. Baller lost P2 to Jos Arian. Jos Arian in Bank Sabadell on lap 7 is second, 0.5 behind Wojtek Adamira. Baller from Poland is third, 1.2 behind Jos Arian. Jos Arian in Renault is P2, 0.4 behind Wojtek Adamira. Baller is P3, 1.0 behind Jos Arian. Jos Arian is P2, 0.2 behind Wojtek Adamira. Control Itzes Diogopt from Portugal in Campsa is P5 driving a McLaren 650. Wojtek Adamira is second, 0.1 behind Jos Arian. Wojtek Adamira passed Jos Arian for first. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Jos Arian is P2. Baller is P3, 1.5 behind Jos Arian. Jos Arian in Campsa is P2, 0.4 behind Wojtek Adamira. Baller in Europacar is P3, 0.7 behind Jos Arian. Jos Arian in Elf is P2 on softs, 0.8 ahead of Baller. Baller is P3, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. Jos Arian is P2, 0.5 ahead of Baller. Baller in La Caiza is P3 driving a Z4, 0.5 behind Jos Arian. Classy Tricky Boy from Norway is P6 on mediums. Classy Tricky Boy entering the pits is P6. Baller is third, 0.2 behind Jos Arian. Jos Arian from Croatia in Elf is third, 0.4 behind Baller. Control Itzes Diogopt entering the pits is fifth. Guillem Falahi exiting pits. Control Itzes Diogopt is fifth. Control Itzes Diogopt exiting pits. Jos Arian is third, 0.2 behind Baller. Guillem Falahi entering the pits is ninth. Baller in Bank Sabadell is P2, 0.9 ahead of Yas Arian.